Viewers should consult a professional before adopting any of the training techniques in this program. Any activity you do with your dog is at your own risk and may produce varied results. Tonight on Cesar 911, Cesar is in Singapore, bringing his message of pack leadership to dog owners across the country.
I am extremely happy to be here in Singapore.
And rehabilitating the toughest dogs no one else could help. Tonight, Cesar wrestles with a wild beast.
You never know when he's going to turn aggressive.
This dog has attacked everyone in the family, including his owner.
She's been beaten at least, from what I know, 3 or 4 times.
She has?
And he could pose a threat to the owner's unborn child.
Everybody is so worried because Alfie will bite him.
This case could come down to life or death for the baby or the dog. This is Cesar 911. Cesar races through Singapore to meet a family in crisis. Mother, father, and niece all live with Alvina and her ferocious dog, Alfie. Alfie has attacked everyone in the family, and they've had enough.
Hey! How are you guys?
Good.
Great to be in Singapore.
Good.
How are you?
I'm Priscilla.
Nice to meet you.
Alvina's cousin. This is Ali, Alvina's
Nice
mom.
to meet you.
And this is Simon,
How are you,
Alvina's
sir?
dad.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Hi.
Tell me, what's the deal? Or
So,
the problem?
my cousin Alvina, her dog Alfie, is out of control. Stop it. We are scared to walk around our own apartment because he could bite at any time. He's aggressive and he doesn't listen. He bites everyone in the family, especially Alvina. She's been beaten at least, from what I know, 3 or 4 times.
She has?
We are so scared to be around him. And you never know when he's going to turn aggressive. So the family lives together. So he just suddenly turned aggressive and beat him on the leg, and he refused to let go. So so my uncle had to push the dog away. But the scar was really bad.
What Alvina's family told me is everybody's scared about this little dog named Alfie who is bitten people, who has bitten family members, who has been Alvina. And you can't help a dog that you're terrified that he's going to bite you. And what does Alina say?
The dog just ran away and she was shocked and she's standing there.
I understand, but it's also normal for people to say, hey!
No.
Oh, wow. This sounds really bad because if a dog bites and you never correct him from that, or you never discipline him from that, the dog is going to become out of control. So I'm actually picturing a really out of control dog.
This is a very difficult moment for Alvina. She's pregnant. She's due in about a month's time. And she's alone. Her husband left recently. And she has to deal with both the baby and the dog.
Are you afraid of the dog biting the baby?
All the time we've been telling her that your baby has to come first. So recently the family got together to tell Alvina that she get rid of Alfie. So we hope you can help. If Cesar couldn't help Alfie, we would have to put him to an animal shelter. If we have to send the dog away, it will break Alvina's heart.
I hope I can help. But can we get her on board, knowing that she's 9 months pregnant?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that takes a lot of energy away from any woman in the planet. And the load of a man walking away when you're building a relationship. You know, it happened for whatever happened, but at the same time, it just puts a lot of pressure.
It's a tough time.
Yeah.
The family scheduled Alvina and her dog Alfie to meet them in the park.
There she is.
We'll be right back, okay, guys? You want me to hold it? Because you're pregnant. Pretty bad. Here.
Okay.
That's all right.
Alfie, he's kind of like my own son instead of a dog. I actually saw Alfie drowning in a factory area. He and his brothers, they were all stuck. Then the mom was nowhere to be found. So I actually carried him, his brother and his sister back home. But we actually fell in love with only Alfie and we decided to keep him. Alfie actually looked like a guinea pig instead of a puppy at that moment of time. Because his nose was pink and he's so small, like this small, just a palm size. Fed him with a small milk bottle. Slowly the milk bottle gets bigger and bigger, just like how the child, you know, they drink more and more. I think I spoiled Alfie when he was a puppy. Things started getting bad when Alfie was 6 months old. And I was having my lunch. So he actually he wants the food. And I was like, no. So I point, go down. Then he got pissed and then he just like really bite me. The next thing I know, my skin tore open. Problems actually got really worse. Stop it. He started to bite everyone. There's times that he don't even give us a warning. You can't even tell. He's doing his thing, you play with him, suddenly he just snapped. Just like that. I feel really awful that he's actually attacking me and my family. I tried to actually teach Alfie by getting a trainer. The first one actually said that he can't teach Alfie because Alfie keeps fighting back. So I got the second trainer, and the second trainer literally ran off from Alfie when Alfie charged. And now it's very difficult to walk Alfie, and I'm worried that he actually pull me and I'll fall and then something might happen to the baby. My husband left 2 days ago. He said that he's stressed, he's frustrated, you know, especially when Alfie comes in the picture, it's worse. When my husband left me crying, he didn't even look at me. Alfie actually came. Alfie licked off every single tears on my face. Alfie was there beside me. You know, maybe they say dog doesn't understand, you know, human language and stuff. But Alfie is there to listen. Then if I cry, he just come over, pet me. He just licks me. He put his paws on my feet, telling me, like, just don't be sad. The family, everybody is so worried about the baby because Alfie will bite him. They told me that I have to get rid of Alfie to keep my baby. I find it ridiculous. I do find it ridiculous because I believe that there's a way that you can keep both. You don't have to give up one to keep the other one. Because for me, it's equal.
When I took the leash away from Malvina, it's like a crocodile spinning around. And it's important to understand that when a dog does that, he's venting energy. I expect that behavior because I know that after he gets tired, he's going to calm down. Let me change that thing because I don't like this.
You want to get it off?
Yeah.
When Cesar actually went to remove Alfie's muzzle, and my mind was really like, oh my god, Alfie's gonna bite him.
Yeah. Muzzles are great for safety precautions, but I didn't like the way Alfie felt. He was tense. First thing I thought about it is I'm going to take the muzzle off. I know the dog like Alfie can bite, but I knew if I do it the right way, he wasn't going to bite me. He's very insecure. You don't have an aggressive dog. What you have is a very insecure dog. He's scared. He's constantly scared. And now I'm getting to see this aggressive dog, finally. What I'm looking is a dog that's just looking around, not enjoying himself. I'm looking at a pregnant lady just holding on. The dog is going after anybody that passes by. And when I finally got to him, Alfie actually backed away. And that's not aggression, that is fear. And a scared dog only have two choices, bite or retreat. Right now you need help. You need somebody to show you how to do this. Now I'm gonna show you how to walk a dog. Come on, let's go this way. This is a hard and sad situation because I have a super scared dog and a super scared pregnant girl, and they feed from each other, which makes it worse. I want to start with the fundamentals. I want to teach Alvina how to walk Alfie. Just the basics. You shouldn't be walking a dog in front of you. You need right now a firm hand, not hard, firm, all right? Not mean, caring. So stop looking at him. See, the more you do this, like, the more you don't help me. You don't have a lot of choices where the dogs have an aggressive history. Guys, stop. If I can get through Alvina, it's very possible that this dog can be put down.
Cesar is in the midst of a rescue with Alvina and her dog Elfie. But while in Singapore, he also held a training session to help other dog owners with their training problems. His first case is a dachshund who attacks her carrier.
Oh, wow.
This is actually her fourth bag already. She's
4 bags?
fourth,
Oh,
number
so you're
4.
good for economy. You're good.
I'm not too sure.
All right, get it out again. All right, my turn. All right. Dachshunds were actually bred to burrow, to get prey or rodents away from a hole. And because they letting her go inside this bag with that hunting behavior, and since there's nothing in there, she releases that on the bag. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change the way she enters into the bag. I'm gonna put the rear first, so that way she changes completely the way she feels about the bag. No hunting, only resting. Remember, earlier she wanted to come in on her time right away. So by me changing the way she comes in, the reaction of the brain changes. So it's calmer.
Looks easy.
Yeah, it is easy. It is easy. Your turn.
My turn.
Yes. There you go.
Yay!
There you go. So we are controlling how the brain reacts to the bag. And we haven't had the episode of biting. So thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Cesar.
Yeah. We did it.
We last left Cesar helping Alvina with her dangerous rescue dog Elfie. If Cesar can help her gain control of her dog before her baby is born, Alvina's family wants him sent to an animal shelter where he is likely to be put down.
Alfie is so fearful that he gets frantic. So what I want to do first is I want to exercise him so I can lower some of that energy down. So we want him to let it out, let it out, let it out. Just throw all that frantic. It's like when people are screaming, ah! Let's just let him scream. They can only scream for so long. You know what I'm gonna do for this guy? I'm gonna put my rollerblades and he can actually run. He never run. The best medicine for a fearful dog is to run it off. I'm taking off.
What I saw was really amazing because I've tried running Alfie myself and I tripped and fall several times because Alfie would just go all over your legs. But when he was with Cesar and he's going all the way straight, he wasn't attacking anyone, he was just focusing with running. Do you think you can do that? No. So impossible.
The great thing about taking a dog rollerblading is that you're taking him to do an activity that he was born to do, which is run. It's amazing how all the distractions and fear disappear on a good run. That's a good run. Let me change my shoes. Can you hold it?
When Cesar finished his rollerblade ride, he handed Priscilla Alfie's leash and he just stayed calm. Alfie has never been this way around other people before.
You know when I say exercise, discipline, and then affection? This is exercise. Like to take him from 10 to 0. So all that mental energy, it can't exist inside of you because you're tired.
Yeah. When he comes back, Alfie actually was so tired that he actually focused more on recovering himself from the hot weather, from the tiredness that he was running. And it's like another dog that's in front of me, you know, he just ignores everyone.
All right, we're gonna go right here in the cool area.
Alfie is calmer after the rollerblade ride, so Cesar starts the rehabilitation process.
So right now, it will be a perfect time to give affection. Right, so he gets used to it. So he associates, okay, when I was like resting, this guy actually touched me and made me feel more relaxed. The way Elvina gives affection is rewarding him from being fearful. I am rewarding him from being calm. Oh, good boy. And also, their mother, when she grooms them, she licks their face, or if they're too hot, she licks their face. But
Yeah.
we don't do that stuff, right? So what we can do is we can have water do this, and that gives them also a sense of comfort.
First time I see him like that.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because he doesn't let strangers go near him, you know, he just go crazy when everyone is just like 5 foot away from him. What's more beside him?
Yeah.
If Cesar can do that to all my dog, I believe it's not the dog problem. It's the one that is handling him. Yep, so I have to learn lots and lots from Cesar.
That's a little warning. You see it? Even though Alfie is tired from the rollerblading, he's still scared dog. He turned his head to warn me that he was gonna bite. I have to follow through because I have to gain his respect. If he doesn't respect me, he's not gonna respect Alvina. See, he did it again. He did it again. There we go. Now we get to work.
Cesar is face to face with a rescue dog that has bitten everyone in his household, including his pregnant owner.
There we go. Now we get to work.
If his owner can't get control of him, her family will have him removed before the baby is born. Cesar cannot back down until Elfie breaks eye contact and relaxes. Otherwise, Elfie will never learn to respect people.
Wow.
When Alfie challenged me, it's crucial for me to stay there, stay in my grounds, and follow through. Otherwise, Alfie will never learn to surrender to anybody. So what I did is I held my ground and waited for him to become calm. Then I give him a little affection to teach him that this is what I want you to be. I want you to be calm. You don't have an aggressive dog. If you can read his expression, he's go like, he's not doing this, he's doing that. And then he goes, it's more he's afraid of what's happening. What you have is a terrified dog. He's scared out of his mind. Good boy.
Cesar brings the women and Elfie to regroup with Alvina's parents.
Huh? What do you think? What do you think?
Everyone is amazed.
Yeah? Well, we're going to have him here. Please sit down. What you have is a very terrified dog. Because nobody knows how to calm him down, and then he bites. Yeah. He's panicking. If we would have walked him without the rollerblades, we wouldn't have this.
It's amazing.
But it really requires, obviously she's pregnant, so she can do it. But somebody that do a little bit of a bike, a little bit of a rollerblades, just to maintain him tired.
Yeah. Yeah, 可以可以，你会骑脚车 ？The dad can ride a bike.
Oh, there you go. I can show you how to do it. It's really awesome the dad wants to take Alfie on a bike ride because it's gonna help a lot to drain Alfie's energy. But Alfie's still too terrified and the owners are way too clueless. So I really need to take Alfie with me on my own so I can build his trust and his confidence. What I want to do is I want to take him so I can lower his fear. Yeah, he doesn't trust. Imagine if you live in a place where you don't trust people, you are going to be terrified.
Yeah.
Because you think people are going to hurt you. So I'm going to give him situations where he is forced to trust. Then I want to give it to you that way so you can start all over.
Okay.
Awesome. I can't wait to take him. Well, thank you so much for bringing me here. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. Come on, dude.
We can't say bye.
No, it's best now because right now you just trust. Come on.
It's gonna feel sad because I'm so used to Alfie beside me. When I go to bed tonight, I don't think I'll be turning off the lights because Alfie's not beside me.
It's good for him. It's good for him.
When Cesar walked Alfie away, Alfie kept looking back, making me feel that, he might be asking, like, where am I going? Why am I not going home with you guys? He keep looking back.
Yeah.
So, kind of heartbreaking. Poor thing.
Don't cry, please.
Nah, I'm holding back.
Cesar needs to work with Elfie immediately, so he rushes him to his nearby hotel. He needs to trigger Elfie's fear so he can correct the resulting behavior. This is a dangerous exercise. When Elfie is fearful, that's when he attacks.
I need to trigger his fear by confronting his personal space, and with Alfie, he only have two choices, fight or flight. So whatever he chooses, I'm going to correct and begin to build his trust. Alfie chose fight, so I need to correct him and teach him that I will not back down until he chooses to be calm. So once I have him in a calm state, I can then nurture him with a nice massage. So what I'm telling him is if you behave calm, you receive affection. It's only the first time that they're gonna put a big fight. Because they don't know what you're asking him is just for them to relax and lay down, and you're gonna give him, you know, a massage or affection. He has no idea that humans can actually do that. It's like he's domesticated, but he has not been tamed. Like one of the things that wild animals have is they don't trust humans. So if a human goes and put a leash on any kind of species, let's say a wolf, he's gonna do exactly the same what this guy is doing. It's like a cocktail of bad energy that he has lived with for a long time. You know, remember, he's been showing this since he was 6 months old. I feel we've made big progress. Now at least we're moving forward, even if it's one step at a time.
Cesar continues to push Elfie to get over his fears and ultimately build trust. He wants to work around other dogs, so they head to a dog park for Elfie's very first time.
This is good, all right. Right, he's not frantic, this is really good. Look, he's curious. I want to nurture that. I don't want to nurture the uncertainty. This is really good. This is good. Hey guys, how are you? Good? Good. Thank you. Alfie has not been allowed to socialize with other dogs because Albina is afraid that he will get into a fight. If I can build enough trust, he will be able to socialize. So I'm not leaving the dog park until he does it. Here he goes. See, that pace is bad. He's planning something. Look, see that the intention? He wants to jump. He wants to jump.
Cesar is trying to build trust with Elfie, who runs for the fences. But while in Singapore, he also held a group session to help local dog owners with their training issues. This one involves a local pet owner, whose puppy lunges and bites whenever the owners bring him food. Cesar uses a bone to demonstrate.
A lot of people say, well, just give it to him. But no, he is not being respectful. He's way too close. So what I'm doing right now is just asking him to give me more space and to learn to wait for the food. This is a perfect example of owners feeding a puppy when he's excited. By the owners feeding a dog this way, puts the puppy in charge. How and when he gets fed. Hey, not yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell him that I'm in charge, and he have to wait until I'm ready to give him the food. So his job is just to wait. Nope. So now he have to have self-control. See? I'm teaching to ignore food.
First time.
Yeah.
Cesar pushes Elfie to get over his fears and build trust. But it's not easy. He brings Elfie to a dog park for Elfie's very first time, and will determine if he's made progress in building trust by whether Elfie is ready to socialize.
See, that pace is bad.
If Cesar can't build Elfie's trust, Elfie won't trust Albina, and her baby on the way will not be safe from an attack.
He wants to jump. Watch out, don't get too close to me. Alfie is scared of everything. He'd rather run away than socialize. So if I build some of the trust towards me, he's gonna feel protected with me. Therefore, I'm gonna relieve some of that fear. Hopefully this will make him secure enough to socialize. And I'm not leaving the park until he does it. While Alfie is in this frightening state, I can continue to work with him and gaining his trust. I need to approach his personal space calmly and gently so he doesn't go into a fight mode and attack. So I'm gonna remove him from the fence, but he also have to be willing. Because I can easily grab him and move him away, but I also have to encourage him to follow. Here he is, there you go. See it? It's almost like I'm fishing for trust. That's really good. That was a good first step, but Alfie is still very tentative, so I need to get more out of him. So it has to be a team effort, a teamwork. This is good. So for him just to feel just a little bit of it. So it's just for him to learn that a little bit of movement from the leash means follow me. So whoever touches the leash, his brain will learn to trust because that became his experience. What I'm doing is teaching him that a leash is a link to trust. Come on. Last night, fear sent Alfie into a fight mode. Today, fear sent Alfie into a flight mode. See, that's the intention? He wants to jump. Now it's time to see how much trust we have built with Alfie. Here it goes.
If Alfie does not socialize, it is a major setback for Cesar and Alfie's rehabilitation.
This is really good. He is not barking, he's not running away, he's not nervous, he's not shaking. He's allowed to be smelled. He doesn't allow this at home. He doesn't allow this with the owner. That's being social. That's a normal dog. Today we built enough trust that Alfie was able to socialize and behave like a normal dog. But we still have a long way to go. The key is consistency and repetition.
Cesar brings Alfie to his Singapore training house, where he can put Alfie through a variety of challenges. This is Cesar's final day of one-on-one training. He needs to prove beyond any doubt that he can reintroduce Alvina without risking an attack with her baby on the way.
This is a big challenge because he's about to go on a treadmill.
First, Cesar wants Alfie to burn off some energy.
That's good. He wants to go on a treadmill. That's a good sign. The treadmill has helped me a lot in fearful dogs. If you notice, this creates concentration. That's what he needs. He needs to focus on things to help the brain move forward. His brain is so used to move backwards. That's flight. That's fear. This guy can easily do an hour on the treadmill, no problem. Which it would be fantastic for Alvina to have a treadmill.
Now that Alfie has burned off some energy, Cesar puts him through one of his most demanding challenges yet. Cesar plans to work with Alvina in the morning, so it's crucial that Alfie makes significant progress.
Stay right there, buddy. This is the same concept as the leash exercise. We're just adding a pull, which it makes Alfie more fearful than the dog park. I need Alfie to overcome his fear and trust me enough so he can jump on the pool on his own. Good boy. Here are the exercises for him to jump on the pool. I'm gonna put a little bit of pressure. He have to do the rest. So that's how he learns to get rid of the pressure. He knows that the only way he releases or he gets rid of the little pressure is if he actually does what the leash is telling him to do. Let's do it again.
If Alfie does not jump into the pool on his own, his rehab is far from over, and he cannot be trusted around Alvina's newborn baby.
Don't give up on me.
Cesar is struggling for Alfie to trust him enough to jump in the swimming pool. But while in Singapore, Cesar met with many other dog owners anxious for his advice. This couple has a dog with an unhealthy obsession with their pet rabbit.
He don't eat, don't sleep.
He won't eat.
No, he won't sleep.
He's not even interested in food or toys. He just focuses on the rabbit. Yeah.
This is a simple case because the dog honestly doesn't understand what the owners really want. Most dog instinctually wants to explore the smell of a rabbit, but what we want from him is just to ignore the rabbit. When he pays attention to the rabbit, that's when we address. Every time this poodle fixates on the rabbit, I give him a correction. So what he eventually learned is that we want him to ignore the rabbit. Now we're gonna walk around. Right there. Hey. See? Instead of him focusing on the rabbit, I'm telling him focus on me. What happened?
Just stop looking at the bar.
That's right. Now you do it. Obviously, if I do it, it doesn't mean anything. There you go. There you go. Beautiful. Go around. There you go. Catwalk, please. Catwalk. Catwalk. Please, catwalk. There you go. Come on, girl. Come on. Get sexy with me. Stop right there. What is he doing? He's actually moving back from the cage. Good job. Thank you very much.
Cesar works to gain the trust of untamed rescue dog Alfie.
There we go. Now we get to work.
He needs Alfie to jump in the pool on his own. This challenge builds trust, and if he can't trust Cesar, he can't be trusted around Alvina's baby.
Don't give up on me. Yeah! It's when you work the hardest that you enjoy the payoff. Now he's getting it. And with more repetitions, he's going to build more trust and confidence. See? That's all I want. Yeah! That was not a good one. Hey! Yeah! This is awesome. We have built up a lot of trust, and we have a dog that is not nearly scared as when we started. One more time. Hey! Cannonball! I feel that he's ready for Albina to come back and work with us. Whether Albina is ready for Alfie is something to be seen.
Cesar needs to see if Albina can build upon the trust he's built with Alfie. If she cannot take on the responsibility, Alfie will revert to his old fearful self and cannot be trusted around her newborn baby, forcing Alvina to give up her dog.
I miss Alfie a lot, really a lot. And we are really excited to see Alfie. Hello.
Welcome to my attic. I'm going to show you how to behave here.
Okay.
I built a lot of trust with Alfie on my own, but now Albina needs to prove that she is ready to take control of her dog. Oh, okay, so come over here. All right. And I just want you to stay calm about it. You're just gonna go grab the, open the door, just let him out. Okay, please. Yeah. There you go. Just open the door. Just get it out. There we go. Just let her out. Please sit down. Make yourself at home. You can sit over there. We can sit down. Don't touch him there. Just let him recognize you. Not because the dog comes near you, he wants to be touched. So what do you think?
This is really very, very different because he doesn't even growl. He doesn't even bark. Like there's no one that exists in the house. Yeah, and he's away from me, which is really something. Which I find really very, very amazing.
This is very important for you to see because this is what you want to expect of him at home.
Yeah.
Right? I am glad that Alvina was able to see that Alfie was able to give her distance. She needs to be able to control her baby's space. So basically she has to say, Alfie, go away. I don't need your help right now. That's the best way to keep the baby safe, and that's what we're gonna work on. I want you to really learn to claim personal space. When he comes close, if you don't want him to come all the way, you can say, hey, as soon as he gets here. So when he comes here, do that, you say, hey. And then he's gonna go, oh, okay, that's as far as I go. Right there. Move towards him. Go.
Go.
Right there. Again.
Go.
Move in.
Go.
You have to be firm. You have to be assertive.
Go. It was really hard to keep Alfie away because when I say no to Alfie, I kind of feel bad because I don't do that to him.
Come on, give me one. Give me a good one. One good one right there. It's very critical exercise.
Yeah.
How are we gonna get there? Sitting down on a couch and asking a dog to give you 3 feet of a space. So it's a very simple thing I'm asking. Albina needs to change. She's not being assertive when she's saying go. And that's when he becomes a machine. That's when he becomes a killer. This is not just a little simple exercise that doesn't have any meaning. It has a lot of meaning. It's going to ensure the well-being of a baby. That's definitely life and death right there for them. Go. Moving forward.
Go.
Come on. Come on. We're not finished.
Go. Go.
Cesar challenges Alvina with her most critical exercise.
Go.
Go.
If she cannot command Elfie to give her space, she will not be able to protect her baby on the way.
Right there. Again.
Go.
But you have to be assertive.
And her family will demand she give up Elfie before the baby is born.
Go, go. Keep going. Keep going. Stay there. You got him.
Go. Go.
The most difficult thing for me is I feel that they don't understand the severity of this exercise. It's going to ensure the well-being of a baby.
Go. Hi. Go.
Stay there. Didn't move. Yeah. The thing is, you do this like, go, go. You know what I mean? So you just have to be committed. It's not to hurt him, it's to save his life. You gotta see it at that level. It's life and death.
I understood what Cesar was saying, but it's really hard for me to be so tough on Alfie, as I'm really not used to talking to him that way.
We know that you're soft. We know that you're kind and you're awesome. But you also have to learn how to be firm. The part that is missing in you is the firm. Yeah. So the only way you can save his life, and the only way you can keep him around, is the firm side of you.
Okay.
See, that's how you're gonna truly save his life. I don't know. I never give up, but it doesn't feel like I'm getting through to her. I'm really hoping that when she goes to sleep tonight, a light bulb or something goes through her head, and when she comes back tomorrow, she comes back with the right energy. Otherwise, she's gonna lose this dog.
Cesar arranges a final meeting with Alvina and her family at the park where they first met.
This is the last day, and I've done all I can. It's time for Alvina to step in and prove to her family that she has what it takes to control Alfie, more importantly, to ensure that the baby will be safe. Otherwise, her family would insist to get rid of the dog, and I understand their position. There you go. Hey, guys. How are you? How are you? Good, good, good. We have done tremendous progress with this guy. He walks awesome on the leash. He walks around people. He's cooperating very well. But honestly, the most important part is you claiming your space.
Okay.
Okay? This is you're like the last piece of the puzzle. So we're gonna move the tables, and you're just gonna show. Simple as that.
Okay.
Okay? Ready? All right. I'm gonna let him go.
Okay.
The job just began.
I was very, very nervous because, you know, I know that's my only chance to prove to my family that, you know, I can keep Alfie.
See, the memory is coming back, right? This is what I used to do with Alvina. So that part, you're the only one that can erase it. There you go. You sit down, sit down. We're gonna watch. This is a more difficult situation than when Alvina failed to claim space at my training home.
Go.
She didn't move.
Go.
The whole family's here. We're in a restaurant. Tons of distraction. Alfie is very excited. I really hope she brought her A game. Not too hard, just a light touch. Very good, very good. Alvina started definitely more assertive. Alfie was giving her space, but Alfie's still excited, barking, going about it. She needs to be able to control the situation no matter what. I handed over the leash to see if she learned. Yeah, you can put it on. Girl. Yeah.
Great.
She did great. She took over the leash, she stayed calm and assertive and in control. She put the leash on perfectly, she set him down, and he stayed calm and submissive. I spent a lot of time with Alfie working with him on the leash for him to trust the leash, but I have to be honest, I wasn't sure if Alvina was gonna step up.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm. I ran all these people in a restaurant, by the way.
Yeah. Alfie just relaxes. My dad was amazed. My cousin was amazed. Cesar likes it. My family likes it, and I love it.
So you body calm, mind assertive, heart is there. Everything is there. And you're doing it very effortless.
I'm actually pretty surprised because I didn't expect her to be able to be consistent and commit.
Remember when we were doing it in my house?
Go.
She didn't move.
Go.
It was impossible. I was like, oh, God, this woman is not going to get it. I'm going to leave Singapore defeated, you know?
Now that Alvina has proven she can control Alfie and claim her space, she has one final question.
So, Dad, could I get him?
Okay.
You know, I don't have to face the problem of losing Elfie anymore. I don't have to hear anything like, you know, your dog is dangerous, your baby is arriving, okay, you know, you can't keep your dog, you have to send your dog somewhere else, and blah, blah, blah. So it's going to be a different life.
All right, let's go for a bike ride. Let's go.
Now that Alvina has earned her dad's support, Cesar shows him how he can help his daughter by taking Elfie on a bike ride.
You never ride a bike?
No.
With a dog?
No.
This first time?
First time.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
I've never seen my dad and Elfie enjoying themselves like that, and everything went so well, and I was really very happy because I've never seen them both this happy. I'm really happy that this whole thing worked out well. This is going to be a big impact on her in the future when she has the baby. It's going to help her a lot.
Call him back.
Elfie, come. Come, sit.
Very good. Sit down. Very good.
You know, my life was horrible for the past 3 years, and it's just actually like turned over within a short period of time.
I love cases like this because most of the time people feel there is no hope.
Yeah.
You know? It's easier to say something wrong with the dog can't change, you can't change. Working with a family like this is what makes my job the best job in the world. I can teach the family how to bring a baby into a safe environment and how to save a dog's life.
Yeah.